Log into Kali Linux. How many of you are able to get the database details of users table? One, Anil. Okay, who else? Manikanta, Chandrika, Anitha, Raghavender, Lokesh, Aparna, Preeti, Divya, Ishwar. That's good. Lot many people has done that. Okay, the next one, guest book. I have given the assignment for guest book, right? Guest book, how many of you have done that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how do we get the guest book details? Step 1 is common, finding the vulnerability and then finding total number of columns in a table. Step 2. Step 3 is about finding vulnerable column. After finding vulnerable column, we are trying to extract the database or extract the content from the table, right? So this is to get the table names, guest book and users. Scroll down, and the next line is we are trying to get the column names of users. For that, we have used table name is equal to users. It was not working. It was giving some error. We have converted into hex format. So the earlier we have used users. Now we have to use guest book to get the column names. Guest book you need to convert into hex format. Okay, that's how you have to perform this specific assignment. Let me convert that string to guest book. Already we have that guest book. Convert. Let's call back. Refresh. This is the hex value of guest book. Copy that. Now go back to the terminal. Go back to terminal. Not terminal, sorry guys, editor. So earlier I have given for users. Now I have to frame the query for guest book to get the columns. Everything is same except the table name. Table name in hex format. 0x. Copy the entire URL, paste over the browser. We should be able to get the table name, column names of guest book. Okay, we need to log into the application. For those who are attending newly for this batch, or if you have missed last 2 sessions, we are trying to hack the database from the website. So this is a website, and what I'm trying to do, SQL injection. The normal functionality is you provide some ID details, you get the user details from that ID. Now I am modifying this query in such a way that to extract the database details, I'm able to get the column names of guest book. Now I want to extract the content from the guest book. Scroll down. So instead of users, you can give guest book. That's it. copy the entire string, we should be able to get the output. Okay, user ID column missing. Syntax, these columns doesn't exist. What are the columns? Under comment ID and comment and name, these are the columns. So I was using different columns. Column comment, not the column. Comment underscore ID, then comment, and the last column name is name. Okay, we have got the details. We got the details from the guest book, but the thing is, we have injected a lot of payloads, right? That is getting reflected here. I think it is taking from the reflected cross-site script page. No, stored cross-site script page. Okay. This is how we need to exploit the target by using SQL injection vulnerability. If you have not done for guest book, try to do it now. I can give you the queries. Is it easy or tough? Database hacking by using SQL injection vulnerability. Those who has missed some of the sessions, you need to go through my previous videos. Okay. Try to practice that for guest book, extract the content and confirm in the chat window. Okay. I'll try to revise one more time. Don't worry. Confirm me once you are done with guest book. Okay, so this is a manual process, right? It definitely takes a lot of time for us to compromise the database. So as a ethical hacker, you should know how to make use of automated tools. There is no need to depend on creating such queries. Understood? So we depend on some of the tools for database hacking, very important tool. I'm going to explain it now. The tool name is, anyone? Does anyone has any idea on the tool? So far, we have tried database exploitation by using manual process. We can use a tool called SQL map. Okay, not the burp suit, not the nmap, SQL map. Just like nmap, there is a tool called SQL map. It will help us to find out any vulnerabilities within this any kind of application. Along with that, we should be able to extract the database. Okay, let us see how this works. Launch the terminal. First I'll do it from my end, then later you guys can try it. Okay, launch the terminal. You want to make use of tool, so the tool name is SQL map. Even the command is also SQL map. Okay, SQL map hyphen u. U is for URL. What is the URL you want to test? Okay, that URL, what is the IP address of my application 130? Already there was a script, existing script. So remember, this is the URL which I'm trying to give. SQL map ID is equal to 1. Have you seen this? This is a URL which we have modified. But the thing is, you need to provide the cookies for the application. There are two cookies for DVW application. So that is the reason you need to provide these cookies. That's it. Provide the cookies, whatever is required. You need to provide like double hyphen cookie is equal to, between the double quotes, you need to provide the cookie values. Security is low and PHP session ID. How do you get that? Right click, inspect the page, then click on network. So after you click on network, if you want to check some traffic, click on any page. You should be able to get the cookie values. Click on something, check what are the cookie values. Cookies tab is there. So you see there are two cookie IDs. Security is low. The DVW security we have set it to low. And then PHP session ID. So I have to copy the PHP session ID from here. It starts with FA, ends with 76. So go back to the SQL map tool, that is from the terminal. This is the old script. I need to give the replaced one. Okay, the existing one. Copy paste the session ID what you have got it. That's it. We have provided the cookies along with the URL. This should be able to figure out whether this website is vulnerable for SQL injection or not. Enter. It is redirecting. Let me see. As I am running it for the first time, it is not displaying the message like it is vulnerable. When you run it first time, it says the message like your application is vulnerable for SQL injection vulnerability. Okay, but anyhow, I'm trying to get the backend database as MySQL database, right? Which means that I'm able to exploit the database. Now I want to see what are the different types of database instances will be there in this target or in this server. Database instance. Within the server, we can have multiple instances of the database. Am I correct? So I want to see the databases. --dbs is a command. Let us see. Just type yes. We are able to get the complete database instances in that server. How many database instances are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 database instances are there. I'm running this SQL map against DBW application, and we are able to get the instances of 7. Available databases are 7. How do you know like which one belongs to our current application? Does DBWA or information under schema or Metasploit or MySQL? How do you confirm that? Which one belongs to our current our DB, our application? Where in a server, someone has hosted 7 applications, and each application has its own database. But when I try to check the databases for the one of the application, it is listing all the database instances. So there is a command called current-db. Current-db. You need to give like $current-db. It will tell you whether which is the database instance that is being used for DBW application. The connection is redirecting. Say yes. What is the current database? Is it correct? Even when we try it manually, right? Using the scripts, database scripts, we are able to get the database name as DBWA. So we got the database name. I'll give like -d space. What is the database name? DBWA. What is that next thing to extract? Tables or columns? Very simple. You just append the command with the --tables. Okay, very simple. --tables you need to add. Enter. Say yes. So we are successfully able to get the tables under database name DBW. Is this correct? Yes or no? Even by manual process, we are able to get it. But for manual process, you need to construct a lot of SQL queries. Now that we have got the tables, what is the next thing? -t. I can go to any of these tables, but I'm going to users table. I want to find out columns. Simple command --columns. Enter. Say yes. So under users, these are the different columns that are there. We have got the columns. What next? Okay, I need to extract the data, right? --dump. That's it. I should be able to get users database, users table. Say yes. Looks like the users table has some passwords. It is saying like, do you want to store it in a temporary file for processing, yes or no? Say yes. Okay. The tool understood that the passwords are stored in hash format. Do you want to crack them via some dictionary based attack? I say yes. Yes, we are able to get the output. Are these the users and passwords? Admin and some image is there. Then password and again first name, last name, first name, last name. User is admin. Password is password, hashed password. Similarly, there are users God and B, and the password is ABC123. So we are able to extract users database. Similarly, you can extract guestbook also. Guestbook, enter, say yes, say yes. Lot of things. Oh, it is taking a lot of time. Fine. This you guys can take it later. For now, can all of you try with all the commands? Let me cancel this. I'll give you all these commands for now. Remember, DVW IP address will change in your systems. You want all these queries, right? For exploiting the database. Copy selection, go to the test editor, new, save it. Will you be able to do it? All these? Or any doubts? Try it out. If you are not able to do it, I'll help you. Okay. I'll send this file. Wait. Desktop. I'll map SQL map hyphen. Which one is easy? Manual process or SQL map? Which one is easy? Which one is easy for exploitation? SQL map just hardly takes 5 minutes or 3 minutes. I have sent you the file SQL map-queries.txt. You can make use of those commands and then try it all of you one more time now. Your time starts now. 10 minutes to go. Okay. Try it out. If you are not able to do it, I'll explain one more time after 10 minutes. Confirm in the chat window once you are done extracting users and guest book using SQL map. Okay, the comments are there over the screen. For those who has missed previous sessions, right, it is little difficult. The reason is you should know the database queries. I have shared the database queries in the shared drive, so you should be able to go through that, or I can revise it in the revision session, no issues. Today evening revision session will be in the same timing, 6 to 7 or 6:30 to 7:30. I'm going to explain web technologies, HTML, CSS. How many of you are attending revision? Is it helpful or like again like boring things, same concepts we have to? Do you guys need it or not needed? Okay, fine. Okay, we'll continue till we reach this current sessions. The reason is in the evening hours, most of the people will be taking help for the current job already who are working. But still, like I'll be able to take a break and conduct 1 hour session, no issues. If I am busy, maybe Gayatri or Geeta will be taking these sessions in the evening. Okay, till we reach the current class or current sessions, I'll be taking it. Once we level or reach both morning and evening sessions to the same topic, we have 2 to 3 trainers. Either of these trainers will be giving you the revision and for any kind of doubts. Website is still under construction. We are going to add some services. Not only training, we are entering into providing some security services to the other companies starting from September. We have 4 to 5 leads. So, but most on the extreme cases, maybe 10 to 15 people can work for us. Not everyone. We get 200 plus for every batch. It is difficult to accommodate all the members in HackerBook. We'll try our best to include as many people as we can. Okay. last 5 minutes. Okay, confirm me. How many of you have done that? Last 1 minute. For those who has done with SQL injection vulnerability, go to the DVW application. I'll give you one more page where the SQL injection vulnerability exists. So your job is to find the vulnerability, right? So go to the page DVW application, and so far we have worked on SQL injection. We have worked on SQL injection blind. So this also works in the same fashion. You provide ID and you get the details. You provide the ID 2, you get the details. But you provide 2 single quote, submit, no error. 3 single quote, submit, no error. So the SQL injection vulnerability is not happening, but still the vulnerability exists. SQL injection vulnerability. I want you to try this for tomorrow. Okay, try it now. For those who has done with SQL injection, you need to try with SQL injection blind. I'm leaving the option to you. Try with special characters, blank, alphanumeric characters, then cross-site script payload, command injection payload, some special characters, then local file inclusions, whatever you want. You just play around this user ID field. I want you to find the vulnerability for tomorrow. Have you guys understood the question? Say yes. If you have understood the question, say yes. If you have not understood the question, I can explain it one more time. But I want all of you to try this while coming for tomorrow's session. This Sunday, We are arranging a classroom training, but mostly for the people who are already working, real-time training, already working or trying for the jobs, not for you guys. Maybe for your batch, I'll arrange next to next week. Okay, not this Sunday. Next to next Sunday, I'll tell you like I'll give you one URL. You need to find out all these vulnerabilities and then frame the report and then submit. That assignment we'll do it in the next Sunday. Sunday is classroom training and Saturday is not Saturday. Monday we'll do the online training, but the same thing. How do we proceed in real time? This Sunday it is for the people who has recently got the job or the people who are trying for the jobs from last 3-4 months, so that the complete real-time training will give them the better idea of how to search for the jobs. Same thing will be there. Instead of DVW, I'll give you a different website. You need to find out some editable text fields, parameters, check for voice command injection, file inclusions, SQL injection, upload functionality, reflected cross-site script. Like that, you have to try. That's it. Very simple. Try SQL injection blind if you have found some vulnerabilities or any errors. Under 5 minutes, try it out. If not, then tomorrow I'm going to explain this SQL injection blind SQL injection vulnerability, and also how do we prevent SQL injections for a web application. Can you take this for assignment for tomorrow? In the interviews, most oftenly asked interview questions are: what do you mean by SQL injection? How do you test it? What do you mean by cross-site script? How do you test it? What do you mean by CSRF? How do you test it? What do you mean by file inclusions? How do you test it? Same thing. You just remember the payloads. Okay. For SQL injection, single quote, 1 or 1 is equal to 1. For cross-site script, script alert of script. And for OS command injection, colon hostname, colon netstat, colon ipconfig. Okay. For file inclusions, can I get the payload for file inclusions? How do you test local file inclusion? Reply in the chat window. What is the payload do you use for file inclusions? Forgot? Come on, you guys has to revise the concepts. I got response from Raghavendra and Dell. I don't know who is Dell. Anita. So you need to give some sensitive paths. What are the sensitive paths? /etc/passwd /etc/login.defs, right? So that is for file inclusions payload. You need to remember the payloads if you are trying for the jobs. Okay, fair enough. These are simple. SQL injection, cross-site script. What is the payload for cross-site script? Payload for cross-site script. One payload. Script, a lot of script, or image, iframe. Those are the simple payloads for each of these vulnerabilities. Fair enough. So I want you to check SQL injection blind for tomorrow's session. And along with that, we'll try to see the prevention mechanism of some of the vulnerabilities in tomorrow's session. And also CSRF, cross-site request forgery. Okay. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow at the same time. 7:45 will start. Revision session either 6 or 6:30. I'll post you in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. Have a great day.